Oh, hello there. How's it going? It's March, if you haven't noticed. And guess what that means? New books to read, okay? I got this deck right here. I only have 5 books. It's not too much because, again, as you guys know, I don't really like to do a lot of books thinking that I'm going to get like 10 books read in 1 month because I honestly don't know what kind of mood I'm going to be in. And hopefully I don't go back into a reading slump like I did in February. So I kind of like to keep it kind of humble, I guess, and kind of go from there. I don't know what book I'm going to read first, so I might need you guys to let me know, okay? First book that is on my TBR for this month is a sequel to a first book. Now, this book is a book that I really haven't heard much about. And if I have, it's been mixed reviews. So I'm talking about Clown in the Cornfield, Frito Lives, the second book. Now, pretty much, if you don't know what this book is about, obviously it's about clowns. Now, it kind of resembled... what was the Stephen King? I think it was Stephen King. Kids in a Cornfield, or like something about like where like the kids go like crazy and like they kill off all of the parents. It's kind of like that, but like reversed. I feel like it kind of gave me that kind of vibes, but again, reversed. The adults dressed up as clowns and were killing a bunch of teenagers. I feel like that's how it was. Now there is a survivor from the survivor from the first book. He's back, and the main character of the book, or one of the main characters of the first book, her name, I can't remember. Her name is Quinn. Now she's in college, so now that she's in college, she thinks that the past experience to what happened to her, whenever she was in high school, is now back, and now she has to survive it all over again. I'm really excited about this because the first book really gave me the creeps, and I'm hoping that this book gives me the creeps as well. Now, I will say there is a third book coming out, and I have a love-hate with like sequels and with trilogies or whatever we want to call them, because I feel like by the start of the third book or movie, whatever you want to call it, kind of tends to be kind of like, okay, like give it a rest. So I hope it's not like, I just hope that the author isn't so desperate to kind of keep this this clown stuff going on. I don't know. We'll see. Second book is, of course, I think that you guys is kind of like, okay, not surprised there. Second book, urban legends. Again, of course, I'm a sucker for urban legends and everything, and I went through this book, and there's some of them that I have heard. So if you are from the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, you may have heard, I'm sure you guys have heard of this, of Charlie No Face. That is the story that me and my sisters kind of grew up with, especially whenever we were over at my aunt and uncle's house, and whenever we wanted to go outside to go sleep in like tents with me and my cousins and my sister, the adults would tell us Charlie No Face, and it really, really freaked us out. So I'm like, oh my God, like I did not know this author knew this. And I'm like, this is so cool. So I'm excited to see what kind of urban legends and kind of hopefully learn new things, I guess. Third book is a book that I got from my local library, and it is called The Last to Vanish by Megan Miranda. Now, this book is pretty much about this girl named Abigail. She is working at an inn in a small town in North Carolina, representing. Now, it is really well known for its infamous history, I guess is the best way to say it. So a lot of people kind of go there, are kind of interested in the story of this city and this place because about, I think it's 6 people that vanished from the area, and it's kind of, no one really kind of happens to know what happened to these 6 people until a journalist comes to the town looking for answers, and he goes missing also while looking for answers. So it was kind of like a mystery, I guess. And the third book is An Anonymous Girl. And this is a book that I really haven't heard much about, to be honest with you. But pretty much, let me just kind of get into the story. Pretty much, it's about a girl named Jessica. She signs up for a study with the mysterious Dr. Shields, I believe her name is. And she thinks it's going to be a simple study, answer some questions, collect some money, and then go about her day. But Jessica is very, very wrong, because the more in-depth the study becomes, the more invasive the questions become. Like, for example, one question is, have you ever deeply hurt someone you cared about? So Jessica is getting kind of paranoid. She's like, okay, like, what kind of questions are these? Jessica starts to think that the doctor knows a little bit too much about Jessica and also her secrets. So I'm excited for that. And the last and final book of the month to read is Spooky Shit. Book that I saw on Amazon. And I was like, okay, Kelly, you have a lot of books already to be read, so you don't need this, right? And if you've ever seen something at the store or like off Amazon that like, you're like, ooh, I really want that, but like, do I need it? And you're like, you're going back and forth of like, no, I don't need it, and yes, I do need it. And then you keep thinking about it, and it simmers down for a little bit or for a couple of days or so, and then you go back to the store or you go back to Amazon, you end up buying that. This is what happened with me in this situation with this book. And it is Guide to the World's Supernatural Places. More than 250 spine-chilling destinations around the globe. I'm just so excited. It's so, like, there's just so much, like, pictures in here, too. Like, close encounters, haunted houses, and other spooky hot spots. Like, if this is not up my alley, why did I see a spider? But I am just super, super, so freaking happy. Like, it has like little sections like haunted places and things like that. So I'm just very excited to start reading this. So now that you guys know what books I'll be reading for this month, what book do I read first? Because I'm very indecisive, so I have no idea. But if you guys like this video, hit subscribe, like this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.